All right, we're going to get ready here. Everyone set? So, as usual, I'd like to inform the commissioners, our bylaws have not yet been formally approved, so we're going to keep going the way we normally go. I'd also like to remind you to unmute yourselves and announce your name when you are speaking. Also, for any voting on any measure or action today, commissioners will be using the voting touchscreen, except for Commissioner Stern, who will just give a verbal over the phone. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to call to order the May 20th, 2025 Senior Citizen Commission meeting at 2:01 p.m. Can we do roll call? Is everybody?
Let the record show all commissioners are present except Commissioner Gaber, who is absent.
Commissioner Martin, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
Thank you. We are at agenda item 4, special presentations and proclamations. I am very pleased to introduce Israel Hernandez with a special presentation for us. Here you go.
Good afternoon, commissioners, other attendees. It brings me a lot of pleasure and joy to be here to give this to you today. Today it's beneficial, I guess, on our side, but today is really the opportunity to present the city of Encinitas with its certificate of joining the age-friendly network with AARP. It's really the first milestone, the first achievement. There's a lot more work ahead, but I just have to say it's always a little intimidating or interesting when I first start talking to a jurisdiction who I don't know very well and try to build relationships and explain to them what this is and why I really believe it's good for any community to take an age-friendly approach. And so it's fast forward over a year now and gotten to know Jesse and Lambert really well, and you've been such great champions along with other folks at the city, and you really understand it. So thank you both so much for that. And this is really a program where you just get community feedback. You get community feedback from your older adults on what they like about the community. There's a lot of things to like about Encinitas, so that's gonna be fun, but it's also an opportunity to hear what they might want more of or what they might want adjusted. And so it's an opportunity to build on strength, and there's a lot of things to be proud of in Encinitas for the work you do for your older adults. It's an opportunity to do some more and organize it under an action plan. And it's age friendly, so it's good for all ages. And with that, I'll hand this over to one of you.
Sure. We have a couple of remarks first. Why don't we do that? I'll start. As you know, our mission has always been to enhance the quality of life for the adult 50-plus community. So receiving this certificate from you means a lot to this commission. As the city of Encinitas takes its first steps towards becoming a truly age-friendly city, we are proud to be a participant in this process. Thank you to our city council and Mayor Ehlers for having the vision and insight to commit to this initiative, and to the staff of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts for their hard work and unwavering support toward making this a reality. And a special thank you to the San Diego Foundation for providing the funding for the technical assistance that allows us to begin this process.
This is Commissioner Hanwett, and I have a few words as well. The moment I heard about the Age-Friendly Network a couple of years ago, I knew that it was something that could bring dignity, inclusion, and connection to the citizens of Encinitas. And so I am so proud and happy that Encinitas is now a part of this Age-Friendly Network. And like Lambert, I'd like to thank Mayor Ehlers and the City Council for passing the motion that's allowing us to move forward with this project. And thank you to Managers Hamer and Goodsell for the important roles they played in this endeavor. Encinitas is already a wonderful place to live, but now the city will have the opportunity to involve its residents in creating an accessible and supportive environment that will address concerns and enhance what we already have. A special thank you to you, Israel Hernandez, who was my mentor, my supporter, and my friend through the process of spreading the word about the importance of the Age-Friendly Network. We would not be here without your help, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in the future.
Time for the photo op.
Like, or.
You want us up there, or?
You could go up there, up to you.
That's what we're trying to do, but we want to make sure that's visible. Why don't we do it right here?
We don't usually do this, guys. Sorry.
Hey, are you guys going to put a virtual image of me for the picture?
Here we go, all together. 1, 2, 3, smile, and take a few.
Come on, really? You can't put a virtual image of me for the picture?
Thank you.
That's okay. I'm just asking. I'm kidding. You know that.
Thank you. More work. Oh, yeah. Just getting started. Okay. That brings us to the next presentation. Is that going to be a recording?
Manager Hamer here. Yes, it's not a recording. It's a copy of the presentation done at the city council meeting last week.
Oh, okay. And that's going to be Patty Anders, the Planning Manager, Development Services, update on the Homeless Action Plan.
Yes.
So in February of 2021, City Council adopted the city's Homeless Action Plan, or HAP. The HAP was developed to improve the quality of life for residents by preventing and reducing homelessness within the city, and serves as the city's guiding document for addressing homelessness. The HAP provides an action-oriented strategy that includes steps to address systematic gaps identified through data analysis and stakeholder engagement. The steps outlined in the HAP reflect national best practices that have been shown in a number of cities to be cost-effective approaches to assist in addressing homelessness. The 3 primary goals established in the HAP are shown on the screen. The first goal is increasing the capacity of the city and the community to end homelessness in the city through the development of a collaborative, community-driven approach. The second goal is to decrease the number of individuals experiencing homelessness through a demand-driven, person-based homeless response and supportive housing service system. And lastly, to increase the availability of temporary and permanent housing. So over the past year, city staff has partnered with the County of San Diego Department of Housing and Community Development Services and the Office of Homeless Solutions Division, Jewish Family Services, People Assisting the Homeless, or PATH, and we opened the Buena Creek Navigation Center in collaboration with the City of Vista, which I will discuss in more detail later on in the presentation. And we continue to utilize the My Encinitas app as a tool for residents to report homeless activities. These community partnerships increase capacity of the city's homeless response system with the goal of decreasing the number of individuals experiencing homelessness within the city. So homelessness is a growing issue at the national, state, regional, and local levels. That growth can be seen here in the point-in-time count data, which shows increases in both the unsheltered and total unhoused population from 2023 to 2024. In this table, we're looking at the number of unsheltered homeless individuals as well as total unhoused individuals, which includes both unsheltered individuals and homeless sheltered individuals staying in emergency shelters or other temporary housing programs. So the city's annual point-in-time count data over the last decade is depicted in this slide, with the notable exception of 2021, when the point-in-time count was not conducted in San Diego County due to COVID. As we saw on the prior slide, there was an increase in homelessness in both the city of Encinitas and the greater San Diego region from 2023 to 2024. So San Diego County Department of Housing and Community Development Services, divisions of their Office of Homeless Solutions Division, focuses on collaborative and coordinated outreach and case management services via a multidisciplinary partnership to assist people experiencing or at risk of homelessness. The county performs outreach in the city at least once a day per week, connecting individuals to self-sufficiency programs such as CalFresh, CalWorks, Medi-Cal, and General Relief, and they also provide case management and housing navigation services. So People Assisting the Homeless, or PATH, is a San Diego County-wide homeless outreach program designed to support cities in the county to help them address homelessness by assisting people who are experiencing homelessness and struggling with mental health and substance abuse issues. PATH has conducted outreach in the city at least 2 days a week. That's their current schedule. We have them about 2 days a week to support our unsheltered individuals with meeting basic needs and providing housing-focused short-term case management. In calendar year 2024, PATH served 100 unduplicated clients and placed 15 individuals in permanent housing. The Jewish Family Services Safe Parking Program started in February of 2020 and provides 25 parking spaces at the Encinitas Senior and Community Center. The program provides resources, tools, and support to help individuals and families stabilize and transition back into permanent housing. Services are focused on basic needs, assistance, employment, family wellness, school success, financial education, credit repair, and housing. During 2024 calendar year, JFS served 36 unhoused individuals with 16 positive exits, where individuals were placed into a housing solution. And of the 25 spaces, there was an average stay of 119 days per vehicle and a 76% average nightly occupancy, which equates to 19 vehicles. So since the program started in February 2020, a total of 224 unhoused individuals have been served. So city staff also collaborates with the county, PATH, and other community partners as part of the Homeless Outreach Program for Empowerment, or HOPE team. Part of the HOPE team also includes the Sheriff's Community-Oriented Policing and Problem Solving, or COPS, units, which was expanded in July of 2024 by adding 2 additional deputies to the team to provide weekend coverage. The HOPE team provides referrals to the Buena Creek Navigation Center and connects unhoused residents to other resources as desired and available. So for 2024 calendar year, the HOPE team responded to and closed 379 requests for encampments, overnight camping in vehicles, and persons experiencing homelessness. Staff would like to point out that these requests represent the number of public submittals through the My Encinitas app, and they do not reflect the number of individuals experiencing homelessness within the city. In addition, the encampment data was refined at the end of 2022 to collect more details on the location of encampments. It's important to note that any request from the public regarding someone sleeping or utilizing a tent in any public space during operating hours does not necessarily constitute a violation of the municipal code. However, overnight camping in cities' parks and other public spaces where camping is prohibited would constitute a violation that the sheriff's deputy can enforce. So in March 2024, the city, in partnership with the City of Vista, opened the Buena Creek Navigation Center, or BCNC. It's a low-barrier navigation center located in the unincorporated area of the City of Vista. It provides interim housing and trauma-informed support to adults experiencing homelessness who are pursuing long-term rehabilitation and stable housing. BCNC consists of 24 rooms with the capacity to serve up to 48 people. Encinitas has exclusive use of 6 rooms with a total of 12 beds. The BCNC service provider is Retread, and Retread staff works with clients to prepare an individual care plan, including wraparound services. So for calendar year 2024, a total of 56 unduplicated residents were served at the BCNC. A total of 44 program exits took place, with 13 individuals were placed into permanent housing, 5 were placed into temporary housing, and 7 were placed in an institutional situation. There were 17 negative exits, meaning their individuals returned to homelessness, which is defined as a place not meant for human habitation. And 2 were unable to be interviewed prior to their exiting. So the average length of stay was 49 days, and the year-to-date occupancy rate is 83%, or 10 beds. A few challenges with keeping BCNC at capacity do include our service providers having limited transportation ability to transport unhoused individuals to BCNC, and in addition to some of the individuals placed there, they weren't ready to be housed. So as of August 2024, staff began participating in the Regional Homeless Management Information System, or HMIS, managed by the Regional Task Force on Homelessness, or RTFH. HMIS is a U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, mandated software application used to collect.
So my apologies. I don't know if everybody saw that sign. The computer is a forced restart, and so our AV staff member will help us to reboot that. So my apologies for the interruption. We knew it was coming and had hoped there would be a way to restart that. If you give us a moment, we will be looking to restart. Jamie, do you know if Kieran could come help? Is he available?
Yes, I'm texting him now.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for your patience, and we apologize for this unexpected interruption. Okay, we're going to continue now with the computer rebooted, and we'll start where we, oops, it did not go to there. Hold on.
Address homelessness by assisting people who are experiencing homelessness and struggling with mental health and substance abuse issues. PATH has conducted outreach in the city at least 2 days a week. That's their current schedule. We have them about 2 days a week to support our unsheltered individuals with meeting basic needs and providing housing-focused short-term case management. In calendar year 2024, PATH served 100 unduplicated clients and placed 15 individuals in permanent housing. The Jewish Family Services Safe Parking Program started in February of 2020 and provides 25 parking spaces at the Encinitas Senior and Community Center. The program provides resources, tools, and support to help individuals and families stabilize and transition back into permanent housing. Services are focused on basic needs, assistance, employment, family wellness, school success, financial education, credit repair, and housing. During 2024 calendar year, JFS served 36 unhoused individuals with 16 positive exits where individuals were placed into a housing solution. And of the 25 spaces, there was an average stay of 119 days per vehicle and a 76% average nightly occupancy, which equates to 19 vehicles. So since the program started in February 2020, a total of 224 unhoused individuals have been served. So city staff also collaborates with the county, PATH, and other community partners as part of the Homeless Outreach Program for Empowerment, or HOPE team. Part of the HOPE team also includes the Sheriff's Community-Oriented Policing and Problem Solving, or COPS, units, which was expanded in July of 2024 by adding 2 additional deputies to the team to provide weekend coverage. The HOPE team provides referrals to the Buena Creek Navigation Center and connects unhoused residents to other resources as desired and available. So for 2024 calendar year, the HOPE team responded to and closed 379 requests for encampments, overnight camping in vehicles, and persons experiencing homelessness. Staff would like to point out that these requests represent the number of public submittals through the My Encinitas app, and they do not reflect the number of individuals experiencing homelessness within the city. In addition, the encampment data was refined at the end of 2022 to collect more details on the location of encampments. It's important to note that any request from the public regarding someone sleeping or utilizing a tent in any public space during operating hours does not necessarily constitute a violation of the municipal code. However, overnight camping in cities, parks, and other public spaces where camping is prohibited would constitute a violation that the sheriff's deputy can enforce. So in March 2024, the city, in partnership with the City of Vista, opened the Buena Creek Navigation Center, or BCNC. It's a low-barrier navigation center located in the unincorporated area of the City of Vista. It provides interim housing and trauma-informed support to adults experiencing homelessness who are pursuing long-term rehabilitation and stable housing. BCNC consists of 24 rooms with the capacity to serve up to 48 people. Encinitas has exclusive use of 6 rooms with a total of 12 beds. The BCNC service provider is Retread, and Retread staff works with clients to prepare an individual care plan, including wraparound services. So for calendar year 2024, a total of 56 unduplicated residents were served at the BCNC. A total of 44 program exits took place, with 13 individuals were placed into permanent housing, 5 were placed into temporary housing, and 7 were placed in an institutional situation. There were 17 negative exits, meaning their individuals returned to homelessness, which is defined as a place not meant for human habitation. And 2 were unable to be interviewed prior to their exiting. So the average length of stay was 49 days, and the year-to-date occupancy rate is 83%, or 10 beds. A few challenges with keeping BCNC at capacity do include our service providers having limited transportation ability to transport unhoused individuals to BCNC, and in addition to some of the individuals placed there, they weren't ready to be housed. So as of August 2024, staff began participating in the Regional Homeless Management Information System, or HMIS, managed by the Regional Task Force on Homelessness, or RTFH. HMIS is a U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, mandated software application used to collect, store, and manage data about individuals and families who use homeless assistance services in a defined area. The data collected in HMIS will help staff track resources offered, understand the needs of the people they serve, promote effectiveness and efficiency, and really importantly, it reduces duplication of efforts. So because HMIS participation is a statutory requirement for recipients of most federal and state homeless funding services, participation in HMIS will allow the city to access additional grant opportunities to increase the city's funding to help address homelessness. So having access to HMIS also allows the city to develop a by name list that is a data-informed systematic approach to coordinate services offered to unhoused individuals. It strategically operationalizes and coordinates efforts amongst all service providers. With the by name list, the city will have a more accurate understanding of homelessness and individual needs within the community and allows us to prioritize services and assistance for the most vulnerable unhoused individuals. And it's done through a data-informed approach. So the by name list will not end homelessness. Rather, it's a valuable tool to allow the city to prioritize services to the most vulnerable individuals. And the by name list is not a public document. Staff has held several meetings with RTFH and their consultant to start the process of developing a city-specific by name list. The next step is to coordinate on the data and methodology to develop a by name list. Then staff would coordinate with our service providers to receive their authorization for sharing their data. And then the last step would be to establish the joint case conferencing meeting to begin collaborating on this effort. So staff recommends that you receive the report and provide direction to staff on the following. Perhaps just number two, provide direction on the extension of the Jewish Family Services Safe Parking Agreement. And we're skipping number one, that's my understanding.
Okay. And so do we have any questions of clarification?
At this point, we'll end that portion of the presentation and wanted to make sure that that was covered for the Senior Commission. And just so you know, they did approve an extension for Jewish Family Services to continue through the end of December.
Thank you. So I don't believe we have anyone to field questions for this presentation today.
No, I would encourage if people had questions that they followed up with that staff
Okay.
member who works for the city and is available by email or phone.
Okay. So just for the record, are there any comments from the commissioners before we move on? No? Okay. That brings us to agenda item 5, oral communications, possible direction to staff. Do we have any oral communication speakers today?
Yes, for oral communications, we have 2 speakers. Today from the Encinitas Library, Diana Manuzzi and Renee Hansen, who will come up together to the podium but speak separately for 3 minutes. So you may come up to the podium. And the first speaker is Diana Manuzzi. She is here to speak about adult services at the library. And as a reminder, you have 3 minutes to address the commission.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. At Encinitas Library, we strive to be age-friendly. We try to provide as many services as possible to our aging population. And we want to meet excellence in aging and longevity opportunities. By the way, May is Older Americans Month, and we are offering books by, for, and about older people for all ages. And we are exploring concepts of age and happiness. These books are printed and digital, and we are making our contribution as best as possible to meet their needs. At Encinitas branch, we, as a county branch, San Diego County branch, we align with the County of San Diego's initiatives for aging well, and we also try always to meet the city initiatives. Aging Well San Diego is a regional initiative, and we want to make our community a better place for people to live healthy and safe. So regardless of our best efforts, sometimes, once in a while, we have received some concerns from our aging population who come to the library but they have to be transported, and that's their concern. They love the library, they love the location, however, they are struggling to get there. It's about transportation. So this is a concern that we are bringing to the commissioners, see what we can do better. I don't know, shuttles, something that may connect those population better with the library. We support the initiative of Aging Well. And as I said, with the collection, not only the physical collection, but also the digital collection, and with programs for the aging population. And my colleague, Adult Services, Renee Hansen, will specifically talk about programs for the aging population. Thank you.
All right, so we want our older customers to come be able to get to the library easily. And why? Because we have many programs that interest adults. I thought I would just mention a few of the programs that we have. We have Adaptive Arts, which is an art class for older patrons with disabilities. We have Adult Studio. It's another art class for all adults. We have a monthly Red Cross blood drive at the library. We have regular author events at the library. We have Awaken the Poet Within, which is a poetry writing group. We have 2 book clubs that meet at the library. We also have a fairly new program, iPhone for Seniors. It's happening twice a month, and it's been very popular. Let's Speak Spanish class, Living Room Conversations, which is a group that gets together and talks about interesting topics, Silver Age Yoga, SMART, it's a self-management and recovery training group that meets. And lastly, this month we have a Zen Tangle workshop for adults. So that's what's happening at the library, and we just want everyone to be able to come in, make it to the library. We have this obstacle that is this big hill that can be hard for some people who take in public transportation, and some of our older customers just aren't able to drive like they used to. So those are some of our concerns, and thank you for listening. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Commissioner Stern, and I'd like to say, believe it or not, I'm the youngest person on the committee, but I'm the most handicapped. And I really appreciate what you guys said about, getting to the library itself. Because, look, while I'm handicapped, I can actually use my phone, but a lot of people can't. So I would like to address that, and I don't know what I could do about it or not, but that's my statement. Thank you guys both for your presentations.
Thank you, Deanna and Renee. That brings us to agenda item 6, changes to the agenda. Are there any changes to today's agenda?
Yes, there is a change to the posted agenda, as Recreation Services Manager Hamer will provide 9B, the Senior Center Operations Report, in place of Center Manager Goodsell, who is absent.
Yep. 9A. Okay. That's all right.
Excuse me, 9A.
All right. Agenda item 7, approval of the minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve the April 15th, 2025 regular meeting minutes?
This is Commissioner Hanwett. I make a motion to approve the April 15th, 2025 Commission minutes.
Commissioner Handwit has made the motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
Commissioner Coleman.
I'll second it. This is Commissioner Stern, but apparently I'm not there, so somebody else did. Either way, I'm good.
Okay. We'll let Commissioner Stern make the second. And I'll remind Commissioner Martin, since you were absent from the last meeting, you can abstain from this vote, and we'll go to touchscreen voting.
Let the record show the motion passes with 5 commissioners voting yes and 1 commissioner abstaining.
Okay, thank you. That brings us to agenda item 8, agenda item 8A, and I understand we have a speaker.
Yes, we have speaker Talitha Matlin, an Encinitas resident, who is here to speak in support of 8A. So you may come up to the podium. And you have, I believe, 3 minutes to it.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Talitha Matlin. I'm a Village Park resident, and I'm here to speak in support of the Commission's work plan, specifically the goal related to fostering intergenerational activities with the Youth Commission. So both my husband and I, we were born and raised in Encinitas, and because of this, our 8-year-old daughter has been able to very easily build relationships with people in our community of all ages. And we love how she has strong roots in our community and confidence when she talks to people of all ages. And as parents, we feel safer knowing that she has people throughout the city of all different ages who are looking out for her. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. So for people who don't have, like our daughter, an existing intergenerational network in the city, I believe the Commission's goal to create more intergenerational activities will benefit all Encinitans. According to Generations United, there are a number of benefits to intergenerational programming, and it benefits people of all ages, not just the very young or our senior community. So for instance, for school-age kids, they may be able to better develop their vocabulary, their empathy, their compassion, their confidence. For young adults, they report experiencing higher rates of civic engagement, enhanced occupational skills, and also self-confidence. Parents receive help with their children and feel more a part of the community. And older adults report experiencing decreased feelings of isolation, improved quality of life and health, and the ability to give back to their community. So this is not an exhaustive list, and I know that you all are believers in the benefits of intergenerational programs, but I just wanted to be here as a community member saying that people of all ages that I know are also interested in this and looking forward to the Commission's work on this goal. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Talitha.
This is Commissioner Stern. I totally agree with you. I just don't know what we can do about it. For instance, I learned the most from like young people and old people. The ones in the middle, not so much. But I don't know what we could do. You'd have to ask Commissioner Lynn because I don't know what we can do. But what you said is 100% true.
We do have intergenerational activity planning on our work plan in collaboration with the Youth Commission. And I think that's the sky's the limit for what we can do there. So,
Well,
thank you
hold
again.
on. Commissioner Lynn, we were working on an intergenerational thing with like growing plants, and apparently that fell apart. So
That was last year.
I don't know what's on the plan now.
Yes.
So you could share or not, or call me later, whatever the the rules are. But anyway, I want to thank the speaker. You were incredible, and you're right.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Talitha. Yeah, we'll be discussing that in our work plan discussion, which is coming up next. So that brings us to agenda item 8A, Senior Commission Annual Work Plan. And I believe Commissioner Martin was not present last month, and we do have some ad hoc assignments that we want to pick up. Commissioner Martin, did you have some interest in any of the work plan items?
Yes, this is Commissioner Martin. I also am losing my voice. I have an interest in the grant committee on 7 and the continuing on the 8.
Okay. Any other additions for ad hoc assignments? I would like to add myself to work plan item 5 with Commissioner Koblenz, support staff and promotion, marketing, and outreach. Now, I'm told that we have to vote to approve.
Yes, per the city clerk's direction, when you create an ad hoc, you
Do I
need to
have
vote.
a motion to approve? Go ahead.
Was talking about interest in participating? No?
No, he was asking a question about intergenerational.
But is he not on here? I don't think he,
Technically, Under all
Okay.
the commissioners are included.
Okay.
And I did ask for, I provided an opportunity if anyone
Okay.
wanted to make additional assignments.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay. And also that particular work plan item has its full complement of 3 for the ad hoc. Okay, so do I hear a motion to approve the modification, the amendments to our work plan?
This is Commissioner Angel.
I will.
Make a
I
motion
will.
that
It's
we-
Commissioner Stern, but I'm not there, so if someone else is talking, that's fine.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Yes, as I was saying, I'll make the motion that we approve the amended work plan as stated.
Okay, do I have a second? Commissioner Angel makes the motion.
This is Commissioner Hanwett. I will second the motion.
Okay, Commissioner Hanwett seconds the motion. Let's vote to approve the modifications to the work plan.
I say yes, just so you guys know.
Thank you, Commissioner Stern.
Let the record show the motion passes with all commissioners voting yes, except Commissioner Gaber, who is absent.
Okay, so I think you may know that tomorrow's city council meeting is, our work plan is up for approval. It's part of the consent calendar right now. Rather than wait a month to start working on the work plan, I'd like to suggest that we get the ball rolling. If something happens where the work plan does not get approved tomorrow, I'll let everybody know. I plan to be at the city council meeting tomorrow, but otherwise, let's get going. We've got only a few more months to go, so any objections, Manager Hamer?
No objections.
Okay, thank you. So I'm not sure we have any outcomes yet, but I'll go through the paces and see if we have any updates. Work plan item 1, attend city-hosted events and programs and city-partnered events serving as city ambassadors or volunteers. So there were a few of us who were in attendance at the VIP Volunteer Appreciation event. And thank you, Parks and Recs and Cultural Arts staff, for putting that on. It's not like we do this for appreciation, but it's nice to be recognized for the work.
This is Commissioner Martin. I'd like to also add to that and just say, I haven't been to a lot of these events, but I thought that was the best one we've had. I liked the format, I liked the program. It was a good opportunity for exchange. The only thing I would have added maybe is a little bit of musical chairs to have us shift to other tables to get to know other people.
Manager Hamer here. I wanted to clarify as well, that wasn't because of commission, it was because of service in volunteer hours, which is different than being on the commission.
Thank you.
I would like to add, because you know I can't go to these things, but I like the musical chair idea. I think it's genius.
Okay. Work plan item 2, identify guest speakers for monthly meetings to provide education regarding topics related to the work plan goals and adults 50 plus, and find platforms to disseminate the information to adults 50 plus. Any updates?
Could you, Manager, give us an idea of where we are on speakers?
At this point, I'm unaware of any speakers that are scheduled.
So we have.
Now, this is Commissioner Stern. I'm very interested on how we can disseminate information. Because look, like I said, I'm the youngest handicapped senior citizen person on this committee. But how do we get to the people who, let's say, don't use cell phones? I'm very interested in this. You know what I'm saying?
Let me attempt to answer that, because that's been a common concern for spreading the word that's been presented by our guest speakers. One of the things we've done, which I think has been well received, is we've done a rebroadcast of the special presentations at the senior lunch, the Oakcrest Cafe, at the Community and Senior Center. So I think if we, one of the things we can look at as part of the work plan for outreach is to see if there's other opportunities where we can share those presentations.
Well, let me ask you this, because like if I was an older person that doesn't really use a cell phone, I would probably read the newspaper, like the coastal news. Can we try to partnership with them? Because I think that would be a tremendous opportunity.
I think that, we'll talk about it. I think there's some challenges there, but we'll leave that for that particular work plan item, and we'll get to that point.
Commissioner Koblenz, Commissioner Stern, we are exploring several possibilities that will extend that option. Please know that that is our desire because that's how we grow, so thank you for your comments.
Okay, and I did want to mention that it looks like we do have speakers lined up for May, June, but not for, well, July we're dark. August we have a speaker. September we have a speaker, and we are still looking for someone to do October and November.
Commissioner Koblenz, I have sent suggestions to Manager Goodsell when she comes back. So, and I'll be, if anybody's interested, I'll be happy to send those forward. We had a wonderful opportunity with the Alzheimer's Foundation the other day with another group that was absolutely spectacular, so.
Okay. All right, that brings us to work plan item 3. Research best practices as it relates to adults 50-plus issues and identify senior resource gaps. Send letters of support to City Council and commissions and follow up as needed. Any updates?
I'm just going to remind you of the conversation that Diana just had as far as the library. One resource, we did have that whole session on transportation a couple of sessions back, and perhaps meeting with her or her team to talk about those transportation opportunities. It is something that on our appreciation event, some of you guys know that one of our awardees had a very difficult time actually walking across the parking lot and would have indeed fallen in the middle of that street outside the library. And I think, that sounds like something that we need to just discuss, even for the, at the community center.
Okay.
This is Commissioner Hanwitt, and I think another thing that maybe we can explore is, I was at a city council meeting several months ago, and the council approved a study on microtransit, which might really benefit older population. It would be interesting to maybe be able to give them some input. When they talked about it, they didn't mention older adults. They mentioned how it could benefit college students going from the train to the community college. But maybe that's something we can offer some input about.
And if there is a city action to look into transportation options, and then, of course, we're looking at it from the perspective of older adults, that may be an opportunity for a speaker, I think.
Commissioner Koblenz, I understand that that is in process right now from Transportation Nick Buck. We've had a couple conversations about how to make that, because transportation we've talked about for some time, so I feel really, really encouraged that the word is out, and we seem to be moving in that direction.
Okay. So maybe add that to our list of possible presentations. Okay. Work plan item 4. Create new and sustain ongoing intergenerational programming in collaboration with the Encinitas Youth Commission with emphasis on generativity and community building. So this is something I think that responds directly to our speaker, Talita. One of the key phrases, and even Commissioner Stern had made some comment about this, is we need to be looking at not just the very youngest and the very oldest, but everything in between. And that's where that phrase generativity comes from, as well as community building. So that is our new work plan item. We've kind of tweaked it a little bit from what it was last year, and we do have a full complement in the ad hoc committee. So I'm hoping that we'll start working on that as soon as we can. Any other comments or updates for that one?
Well, one comment on that. I'm assuming, given that your membership is full, however, it does seem to be a fantastic idea, and I think all of us should be promoting that exchange. And I'm only going to just say this because this is something that's been happening to me in this last couple of months in Europe and here, and that is I just make a point of talking to the barista while they're doing my sale or while they're doing my product, or the hospital while they're working on my husband, or anybody. And I'm just finding everyone is wanting to hear from us. So it is a wonderful opportunity. It helps both sides, and I think it's something, I don't know.
So what I'm going to suggest is we
Wait,
know who
can
the...
I interrupt, Commissioner Stern?
Let me finish first, and maybe I'll
Okay.
answer your question in the meantime. What I'm going to suggest is we have 3 ad hoc committee members, myself, Commissioner Hanwett, Commissioner Angel, and if you want to share your ideas with the ad hoc committee, we can always take that input and then try to translate that into actions for the ad hoc.
Right.
Commissioner
Now,
Stern?
by the way, hold on. My point is, it seems we take too long to do things. So I'd like to make this specific point faster. I don't know why it takes us so long to do anything. That's my only comment. I won't talk anymore.
Welcome to city government. Okay, let's move on.
That's funny, dude. I'm running for Congress, and I'm not kidding, but that's funny. I'm with you.
Okay. Work plan item 5. Support staff in promotion, marketing, and outreach for programs for adults 50 plus, including the Encinitas Age-Friendly Initiative. So that's Commissioner Koblenz and myself. You have some updates?
Yes, I'm having so much fun, and since and we've had a few since technically this isn't approved, I'm not going to go into ideas, but I will absolutely share that there are so many opportunities and people are so open. I think this is going to be a really comprehensive situation that will actually embrace some of what Commissioner Martin said.
I agree with Commissioner Koblenz. I think we learned some valuable lessons through what was done with the Senior Citizen Service Award and how you handled outreach and marketing for that. There's lessons learned there. There are things that we can do outside the box. It's not just about e-blasting things. It's not just about putting up flyers or posters. We need to be really creative in how we share the information that we want to make available. Okay? Work plan item 6. Work in cooperation with staff and San Diego State University consultants to support the City of Encinitas Age-Friendly Initiative. And I warned Manager Hamer I was going to hand it over to her for this.
Manager Hamer here. A quick update regarding this process. Once the City Council approved the age-friendly letter to move forward and AARP approved us, we did receive funding from the San Diego Foundation, which allowed us to contract with the San Diego State University Center for Excellence in Aging and Longevity. The staff team, leadership team, has met with them now and established some different dates and criteria on how to move forward. There will be the official survey will launch on Monday, June 2nd. There'll be more information about that to follow. But we also did create a city website that I'm going to load that we will have available for the community, yourselves, and everybody to check on updates. So right now we have the information about the launching of the survey, and that will be open until about August, so it'll be open for quite a bit of time. There'll be lots of opportunity for outreach, and we want to try to get as many people as possible to take the survey. I know Oceanside had 800, but we're really shooting for 1,000 plus, and these will be available online and on pieces of paper. We will have paper options available as well. After the survey, there'll be listening sessions, and we are already starting to schedule those. I have not put them on the page yet because we're finalizing the bookings, but as soon as those are all finalized, they'll be added on here. And this is a year-long project that we will all be working together on. For this, we'll have an advisory board, and the ad hoc committee members have all been invited to be part of that advisory board, as well as some different members in the community. We will also have interviews. The interviews are about 15 to 30 minutes, and those will be key stakeholders in the community that will be interviewed for their input specifically. So we're still pulling together that list also. And some of you will be both on the board and interviewed. So things are developing quickly. I wanted to just point, this website is the encinitasca.gov/age-friendly Encinitas if you're trying to find it, but it's also linked to our adults 50 plus page. So if you go from there, it will also have that age-friendly option. We're really excited about moving forward and about the funding and working together as a group, and I think everything that's been mentioned here really fits very well into this age-friendly plan. And I know you mentioned transportation, and our mobility manager is on the staff leadership team, so he is there at the table to acquire this information and apply it to the study that they're doing for microtransit.
Thank you, Manager Hamer. Any questions or comments? Okay.
Commissioner,
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Commissioner Martin, there was a lot of input on this project from people, most people in this room, and so I just really want to thank all of you guys for everything that you put into this. It was actually like a football game. There was a little bit of bruises and scrapes and this and that, but there was definitely some huge celebrations, and I intend to be one celebrating for a long time for you guys.
And this is Commissioner Hanwett, and I can't tell you how exciting it is to look at this website. Age-friendly Encinitas is just such a wonderful thing, and it's true. It's taken a lot of hard work and patience by a lot of people, and it's a wonderful thing to see it launching. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we're going to be pretty good at it.
This is Commissioner Stern. Is this the point in the meeting where we get to mention things?
No. Wait till the round table
Okay.
at the end.
Okay, I'll wait. No problem. I was just asking. Thanks.
Unless you're on topic with work plan. Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right, that brings us to work plan item 7, explore grant funding opportunities based on community needs and survey results. Nothing. No updates, not yet. Work plan item 8, continue partnership with the Encinitas Rotary Club and explore other Encinitas Service Club collaborations to recognize or promote the Senior Citizen Service Award. Updates on that?
This is Commissioner Angel. I'd just like to, again, congratulate Commissioner Hanwett on this well-deserved award that we'll be celebrating tomorrow at the luncheon and again tomorrow night at City Hall. And as well, the ad hoc will be meeting with the representatives from the Rotary Club to make updates for the next round of awards. So we want to stay on top of that, and we're consistently looking at best practices. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Martin, I'd just like to thank my coworker and team player for this process. It was definitely going back and forth and helping each other at times when one could do it and one couldn't do it and such. So the adaptability factor was huge, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. And we will not do anything about work plan item 9 until we have direction from City Council. Okay, that brings us to agenda item 9, informational items, and I think Manager Hamer will be doing both the Senior Center Operations Report and the departmental updates.
Thank you. For the operations report, 588 senior meals and 191 one-way rides were provided in April. There were 630 non-nutrition participants registered for programs in April. Mark your calendars for upcoming senior events and activities during the lunch program, including What's the Buzz on June 2nd, a birthday celebration on June 6th, televised Senior Commission educational presentation on June 10th, bingo and stretch on June 12th, Father's Day celebration on June 13th, and a Sea Life coloring for Creative Corner on June 26th. I also wanted to mention that the nutrition program did celebrate Older Adults Month, and they had a wonderful carnival style of celebration with games and activities. It was really well received and very, very lively and lots of fun. I just wanted to make sure we added that. For the department updates, I'll just flow right into that one as well. Summer registration opened on May 12th. The first day of registration saw an 18% increase in enrollment overall. We believe this is due to the Art Center also opening, but we did see very large insurgence of senior registrations. There were 286, which was the largest number of all the different categories. For sports, it was a 170% increase, and we believe that's due to all the different pickleball programs and classes, which we know is also our adults 50 plus. So Cyclovia was on Sunday. Hopefully you got to attend. It was a great success. They saw an insurge of attendance since last year. They haven't come up with the final numbers yet, but they believe it was over 5,000 people attending. The Youth Commission added an adventure lab. That is a digital app scavenger hunt. So maybe that might be something intergenerationally that the Senior Commission might want to work with the Youth Commission on that. But overall, it was a great success, and everyone enjoyed themselves. Real quickly, I wanted to announce the arts team has a new Art in the Park workshop. They are at Oakcrest Park on May 24th and 25th, 1 to 3 p.m. They're designed for veterans and active duty military families and caregivers of art lovers of all skill levels. The free creative workshop invites participants to explore various artistic techniques in a serene outdoor space. And the arts group also offers the weekly free concerts Wednesdays at noon at the library, which are hugely popular. Often it's first come, first serve, but often people have to get turned away because it is so crowded. And they also have a Music by the Sea concert, and that's on Friday, May 30th. I've already touched upon the age-friendly update, and I just encourage you to take that website and please share it with your community network and connections as we work together to build a brighter future for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Manager Hamer. That brings us to Agenda Item 10, Commission Member-Initiated Agenda Items. Do we have any Commission Member-Initiated Agenda Items today?
There are none.
All right. Agenda Item 11, Future Agenda Items added by Commission members. So if you want to add an agenda item for the next meeting, this is the time to do it, but you need to have consensus of 2 or more commissioners. Are there any requests to add items to next month's meeting? No? Let's move on. Okay, that brings us to Agenda Item 12, Commission Reports, Roundtable, All Commissions. This is the time to make any announcements or add reports. I'm going to let me start with Commissioner Stern.
Oh,
and
perfect.
then we'll move right along.
So perfect. So at the last roundtable, I spoke about my HOA and how they were taking care of senior citizens. By the way, they fixed that. So I want to give kudos to Village Park, okay? Then at the same time, my property management company, which is called Beyond Property Management, run by Danielle Brooks, tried to mess us over. And of course, they didn't have a leg to stand on, but I just want to call them out in public because they
Point
were
of order.
taking care of senior citizens.
Sorry, Commissioner Stern.
Sorry.
Point of order.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
this is appropriate for this particular forum. So can we?
No problem then. I don't. That's okay. I'll be quiet.
Okay. Thank you. Commissioner Martin?
I just wanted to say I did attend something that I found quite lovely, and that was, I think, salute to education that the Chamber had sponsored, as well as the San Diego Foundation. It had sixth graders and middle school, upper grade level, and seniors in high school, and there were about 24 to 30 awardees that were recognized. That included also teachers at the various schools. And it just made me really proud. First of all, we have a heck of a lot of schools in our little city, and just how talented, just from a sixth grader, are for communicating, showing eye contact, showing abilities to stand up in front of, there probably was 70 people there. Anyway, I was very proud of our city, and I guess there's other programs throughout the year that I'm getting involved with, only because of the aspect of the San Diego Foundation. But we have a pretty awesome city. I'm very impressed over and over again.
Commissioner Koblenz, and you're part of that committee, so thank you. Yeah, I was at Cyclovia. It was really fun, and I had a chance to talk to Nicole and thought maybe next year we could actually have a senior section that not only does education, but teaches seniors about bike safety driving a car. I know we've talked about this. I'm not going to go into it again, but I think it's another aspect that's really the laws that we maybe don't know. Been hanging out with the Oak Crest Cafe again. Kudos to the staff there. We're having so much fun. We're changing a few things when people don't see. But the group is amazing, and we are growing. Not as quickly as I would like, but we're growing. And then I think we've been spending a little time with the City Hall and some other things. But now it's summertime to play, kind of, sort of, but not really. Thank you.
This is Commissioner Angel, and I did have the opportunity to attend one of the library concerts at noon, which Manager Hamer just mentioned, and I'm a big fan of all of the library concerts and regularly attend, so I'm really happy that our city does provide this opportunity.
This is Commissioner Hanwett, and just a quick Village Encinitas update. Our membership continues to grow, and what I find exciting about it is that the new members are from the city. They're not from High Country Villas where the pilot started, so we're really starting to spread out into the city. And the other thing of note is that many of you are aware of the food project that was started about 5 years ago. We had a pickup this past Wednesday, and Christine Schindler, who was our speaker, you all know Christine, she took it upon herself to invite Mayor Ehlers to come to the food pickup. She felt that he needed to see what kinds of things we were doing. And he came and stayed for the entire time, helped to load bags into the pickup truck of the food pantry folks. And I think he was impressed that there were, I don't know, whatever, it's hard to know what people think about an over 55 community, but there are a lot of very active, involved, enthusiastic, motivated people that live there, and it was nice for him to have an opportunity to see that in action.
Hi, this is Commissioner Ling, and in the case of the food project, it literally takes a village to do this. But you look at the number of organizations that are supporting you, so that's something pretty amazing. Both Commissioner Koblenz and I had the opportunity to attend and participate in the Spring Partners event for the Community Resource Center. And I am truly impressed at what the kind of organization that is and the kind of services they offer. And the only thing I wanted to do for this meeting is to read their new vision statement, which is amazing. So here it is. Communities where everyone has access to the resources they need to live with dignity. That's it. Okay. I think that brings us to the end here. So the May 20th, 2025 Senior Citizen Commission meeting is hereby adjourned at 3:10 p.m. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody have a good week.
You too.